All right. Early days all around. And didn't make that double jump, Owlus.
Gonna give it another go here, and that angle is not gonna do it. She's realizing that right away, and just gonna take a quick dive.
Taking a dive off the screen. With style, though, with style.
Well, naturally.
Always
it's
with style.
cheese.
Always with style.
And hopefully not the last.
Yes. Cheese is bothering, simply it appears. Or maybe not bothering, maybe helping. We don't know the effect of that hand.
You never know. She's already dropped one spot today. You could see the fear trying to get in the heads of these other runners here.
Yes, those two, Cheese and Simply, are sitting next to each other. That's not an accident. They've been friends for many years now, and having lots of fun together. Constantly trash talking in good humor, of course.
Of course.
But constantly trash talking each other throughout this event. Can't share everything they say there because it would not be safe for air. But lots of funny stuff coming out. Yes, everyone just joining us here. Liam did set that 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 4 seconds. 4 seconds. 1:39.04. He set about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago here. And he was in 7th place, vaulted himself all the way up to 1st, bopping Cheese from that 1st spot, going down to 2nd. And Liam has been on break since then. Puncation also on break here. And everyone else in action on your screen now. We're looking for the best time that we can get before 9 p.m. tonight when that final reset call bell rings.
Oh, and Cheese. Oh, wow, saving that.
Wow.
Not able to get the side flip off, but able to adjust well enough just to make it onto the landing there. And looking good so far for Cheese on this canonless attempt. Making it look absolutely easy. It is not.
He always does. He's so consistent with this, and then he did get it, yes.
Yeah, perfect. Nice 3-second time save there. And one more JRB for Cheese. Blue Bob heading out of JRB as we speak. And Cheese with a 12.5 though.
Ooh, there we go.
Beautiful. Well, 3 runs here in BOB. Looking pretty good. Oh, wow. Interesting for Cheese there. Just kind of snuck in. Was trying to go for backflip bomb clip.
I think he's still confused himself there. What happened? 3 people in SSL at the same time. Blue Bob getting pillared there.
Yeah, it took a few times for that ground pound through the pyramid, but another one that is frame perfect.
Jesus, wow, smooth in there. What's changes this on the side of the pyramid? Gets in there though. Ooh. Missing the top. Can he get back up? He doesn't. Goes right into the sand, and that he will reach to that reset button. Unfortunately, that's how fast it goes. SSL takes another run down with it into the sand, and now Blue Bob and Cheese are our champions here farthest along.
Both on reds right now.
Yeah.
But both Cheese and Blue Bob surviving. There's one more scary one here in SSL, and hopefully we get to see them both moving on to HMC.
Yes, 2 people in HMC, something we have not seen in the last many hours.
Yeah, and that RNG basically about the same as from what we saw from Simply.
Yeah.
And that was near perfect for Cheese. I don't think you could not ask for any better RNG there.
Real close together now.
And Blue Bob unfortunately missing one of the coins. Nothing major. Gonna have to back it up with the Goomba here. And she's able to nail it perfectly.
She's jumping ahead here.
Yeah, we are basically going to have a sink out of here. It's a race to HMC, and I'm sure they're both very excited for that 100 coin star.
Yes. Another SSL and HMC here, as they always are. It's not like something new. We're learning new information here, but they're ending a lot of runs here, as they always do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, Blue Bob. Here we go, Cheese. 100 coins is what they need.
Yeah, last time we saw Cheese here, a very similar pace. Had a very unfortunate ground pound on the box. I'm sure we're going to be very aware of that after last time. Something that rarely happens, but very, very frustrating. You don't have a long time to be able to get that long jump off. It's very, very fast, so sometimes you hit A and Z on the same frame, and when you do that, you ground pound instead of long jump. And Blue Bob here gonna have to back this up. A very, very difficult backup, but doing it very cleanly. And blue coin dropping perfectly for Cheese there. Absolutely perfect. Hopefully Blue Bob gets the same treatment. Oh, did he grab? He unfortunately did not grab the coin, the red coin in the air there. Gonna have to back that up.
All right, how we feel about HMC 100 sauce? How was Cheese there?
Well, Cheese is very, very good. The blue coin fell directly next to that red coin star. Blue Bob here got the ground pound on that box. The unfortunate part is it was just on the edge, so not able to grab the red coin. And Blue Bob breaking the box, trying to get back up there. Unfortunately.
Just out of reach. Agonizingly ground pounding away.
Oh, and then missing it again. Yeah, and that's understandable. Understandable, but he's laughing it off.
Yeah.
Laughing it off, and that's a very good attempt there for Blue Bob. But Cheese absolutely flying right now. Callie also on a very, very good pace right now here in SSL. See, switching it up from LBLJ for a second is working out in Callie's favor.
All right. Now Cheese and Callie farthest along. Cheese and HMC. Can we get out of HMC? That's the question on everyone's mind here. Before myself and Sauce's time is up. Oh, you're doing the next shift as well, so you have a great chance here. So here we go. So far, this is farthest along as Cheese has been all day, I believe. So yeah, this is something here. Wants to get back in first place here. Was taken away by Liam earlier today. Had the first spot all weekend until Liam decided no more.
Yeah, Cheese getting stuck on that wall there for a minute. Gonna be, should be okay. It's just gonna blink a little bit more than you normally see. All right, and Callie gonna have one left here in SSL. Gonna be about even on the splits. But very healthy pace, and Cheese, a very nice boulder RNG there.
Yeah, very kind. Almost respectfully going to the right side for him.
Well, you don't always get that lucky, so you got to take your wins when you can get them.
Yes.
Now just one more left here. I think we're getting our wish.
Yes, soon to be LLL. Let's not celebrate yet.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things happen.
Yeah.
This is Mario 64.
So much hype can be killed in an instant. That's what makes it fun. I mean, let's get real. That's why we're all here. There's hype, the world record feeling of, not world record, but just the great time feeling of it can all go away in an instant. You're just kind of hanging on it, waiting. Please keep the run alive.
Oh, of course.
That's the best part. And that's why I think a lot of us here like speedrunning.
And so far, so good for Callie here through HMC 100. Getting favorable RNG there from the Sniffit.
We can officially say Cheese is moving on to Lethal Lava Land now. Look at that face. Feeling good about the pace, I think.
Oh, it's very, very good.
Very good. This might be in a bit of a heater. Got those two extremely difficult stages out of the way. All right, now we have Cheese and Ouija on top of your screen here.
Ooh.
Booty bird for Cheese, getting over there though. Take care of the bully. Pretty fast.
Yeah, it was a very, very quick backup. Sometimes it's just when you're trying to get that ledge grab skip, it's very hard to get off that long jump there. You don't get a lot of room. You got to do it right on the edge to be able to make it. Ooh.
Oof. It's okay. It's a little bit of time lost there, but you can see
I mean,
a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out pretty well, though.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Minimal time lost there.
And a very, very fun star to watch. LLL 100. Great shell movement. Great volcano movement. And getting very good RNG there on the eyeball.
Oh, Jojo hopped right over him. Yeah, let's pick it up.
So unfortunate. Luckily, the blue coin not completely flying away.
The instant trademark Cheese eye roll there.
I mean, can you blame him? He's holding his composure better than I would in that moment, that's for sure.
All right. Some snow time here for Cheese. Nice to get this far in the run for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, anything you get past HMC, you can at least typically be relatively happy with.
As we watch Cheese work here, let's see him get this star before we go to break here.
Yeah, one of the most fun stars to do in the entire run. CCM Reds is so great, so much great movement. And for people who don't know, there was a world record where Cheese actually died on this star and still managed to clutch it out.
Yep.
And man, that angle, incredible to still just barely clip onto the path there.
It makes you think, any death is a reset for a lot of people trying to go for a record, but some cases, you still can make it happen in a long category like this,
Absolutely. I mean, on a normal run, you're probably going to reset there, but it must have been a very good pace.
Yes, I'm sure.
But yeah, we have Cheese on a very good run right now, so let's go check it out.
Absolutely. And as we take focus over to the runs here, I just got to say, I am getting really, really hyped right now. I've been combing through all the videos, Brett, and if the Speedrun World Record Circuit has showed us anything, is that magic is bound to happen in the closing moments. Folks, this is the final day. We are ticking down to the final hours of the Speedrun World Record Circuit. Months upon months of practice, runs, and accomplishments have all led to this. I don't know about all you guys in the crowd and at home, but I am really f***ing stoked! Who's with me? Who's ready to see some awesome runs close out here?
And you get Wes in the booth, everybody gets excited. You love to see it.
DDD 100. Watching through all the runs, you see DDD 100 has been a very big obstacle for a lot of these runners. I think I counted at least a dozen runs that were on significant pace for all these guys where they died to 100 plus reds, but it looks like Cheese is taking care of this with no issues.
Absolutely, surviving the gauntlet that is the star. I mean, there's, people always think about the ship movement, but you also have to have perfect swimming to be able to nail all those coins in the beginning. You can only miss one along the way. It is not easy. But here we are in Fire Sea. Very, very important movement coming up here.
Yeah, we also got a $15 donation trickling in here from Anonymous. How long has Liam been playing Super Mario 64? I honestly don't know the answer to that question. Brent, do you know?
4 or 5 years?
4 or 5. I guess we might have Liam in his chair. Liam, would you mind signaling to the camera if it's been 4 or 5 years?
Unfortunately, Cheese missing that red there. Not going to be able to get Lava Boost cycle here. Let's see if he's able to still get early Ellie. Should be fine. But going to lose about 8 seconds there. Very, very unfortunate. Nothing massive. Ellie's still getting that early cycle. But so frustrating to get all that clean movement all the way just to miss that red coin. with these last closing hours, as you mentioned, every runner is up there right now, putting in these attempts. They know that their time is running short, and they got to get these opportunities while they can.
Ooh, wow. That looked a little wide right, but fortunately he had the good enough amount of bounce to be able to get Bowser to go right into the bomb.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky, you have the speed. Sometimes you don't.
So yeah, Brett, it looks like you're about right there with the lack of lava boost cycle. Cheese taking a chunk of time loss here, but still very, very thick in the green here. Might as well be not gaming, but out in the middle of a pasture. There's just nothing but green in sight. I don't know how best to say this because I think we can be heard right now, but Brett, with Cheese touching the door there at 1:03.16, that is the fastest time he has touched the door so far during the Speedrun World Record Circuit.
Wow, in general, over all the events.
Over all the events so far, since the Speedrun World Record Circuit 120-star competitions began in late July, early August, Cheese's fastest upstairs door time was 1:03.37 before that, and he just beat it by 21 seconds.
Wow. I mean, it's a very impressive time, that's for sure. I mean, we've seen a few 103s here, 103 upstairs door touches over the last, 3 days, but just going to show you that Cheese clearly is on his game right now.
Oh, Cheese not able to get the long jump off and has to go swimming past the Skeeter. Still don't think there's too much time lost there, but the Z button is one elusive component.
Yeah, last 2 stars, a few very small mistakes happening, and obviously that frustration is going to lead up. Let's see if he can kind of bring it back together here and clutch out the rest of this Wet Dry Worlds.
Getting us back to the meme sense, and just like that, we've now crossed the $14,000 milestone here for donations. Oh! Unfortunately, Cheese taking a little bit of a stumble here. He's looking good on the backup.
Yeah, very quick backup. Unfortunate Wet Dry World so far. Just about something happening on each star. You can see the frustration there from Cheese. The run is definitely not over, but that is very unfortunate.
You got this, Cheese. I believe in you, babe. Funny enough, Tiny Huge Island has been one of the bigger problem stages. As you know, I say that right on cue, the commentators curse a little spill into the water. But we've seen a lot of runs die in THI for many reasons, but Cheese here, whenever he makes it upstairs, he has yet to lose a run to the Tiny Huge Island. He kind of just blazes through it, even with the alternative strat of going for 100 plus the Koopa race.
Yeah, I mean, one of the rare ones that has not lost a run in THI, that's for sure. It is not an easy stage.
Working for a world record in a game like Mario 64, risk is just a part of the action at this point, as we're going to see Cheese go for the jump to the Koopa, gets the frame-perfect jump, and ground pounds the Goomba for a great start to the Koopa race here so far.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and if you didn't notice, in the Reds room, in the Reds cave, Cheese was able to get that jump kick to that 7th red, I believe it is, and it is terrifying. You don't get a lot of leeway with that.
There are a lot of people, including some commentators we've had in the event and past, who actually are a fan of THI 100 coin star. And honestly, I would like to agree with them, but that Reds room just is it's an absolute buster, Brett. When you're doing the typical strategy where you're going for 100 plus Reds and you just take a dive to your doom in the red section, any fun that could have possibly been there just immediately goes away. I don't understand how people find enjoyment with it.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's tough. With both THI 100 and TTM 100 back-to-back stages, both of them being the most devastating when you lose them at the end. TTM.
Blue Bob saving a little bit of time out of lethal lava land as Cheese giving us a good old-fashioned ground pound for good luck. Perhaps that's going to be all that's needed.
Sometimes you just need a little good luck, This time much better on the slope here, and nicely done. Yeah, I mean, with Ouija's 22.54, I mean, that's got to be like the 10th 22 lobby exit we've seen. It's incredible. Very quick movement here from Cheese on those mushrooms. Nicely done.
Great movement throughout the mountains. I just played for the Brett, I don't know if you knew this, but I just did a 70-star race with Hex Speedrun, shoutouts to Hex, earlier in the day today, playing on console for the first time. I did not realize just how much lag reduction you guys have to deal with. You normally think of the stages like Jolly Roger Bay or Dire Docks being the most notable for lag, but even on the mountain, just going up the mountain, there's so much lag that when I try to set up for a side flip, it feels like it takes 3 seconds to get it off. How do you deal with that?
Absolutely. I mean, it's tough because each stage obviously is different. You see a lot of it. THI is another big one. When people are doing secrets, a lot of different camera options you can choose there. But it's just a completely whole different part of the game, you know. Like obviously the movement, the actual strats themselves. But people, if you've never speedrun the game, especially on console, they don't really know that the camera is just as important as almost anything else. And that's not even just for lag. The camera is massive.
The run's getting so hot they hit to straight up open the door to allow a breeze to flow into the venue here. So I didn't even think about that. So good observation, Brett. As Cheese got great RNG on that first money bags. I don't know if you guys saw, but all the coins just flew basically straight up in the air and did not go anywhere away from him. Good start so far. But
yeah, unfortunately missing that one from the spin drift there. Just not able to grab it. So gonna play it safe here. Grab that Goomba. Make sure that we're okay getting that final money bag.
Wait, we see Cheese here going for assless.
Nice, beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. For a game being 26 years old, it's absolutely astounding that we're still discovering innovations all this time later. Assless or Chris Prattville, however you wish to call it.
All right, well, so far so good for Cheese here, able to survive at the beginning of 100 coin. Now just going to take the carpet ride and get a little bit of a breather. This is the first time, basically, and one of the only times you get to kind of relax here after an hour and a half of high-level gameplay.
Good luck to you and your chance to win the cartridge. Guys, Cheese is now making his way into bits for the chance of first place. Cheese, the man, the myth, the legend himself, known for giving us some very clutch, magical performances in live events, has now got the opportunity to take first place with about 20 seconds of cushion here. Let's see if he can make it happen one more time.
Very quick backup.
Mario's on the edge of his seat right now. Commentators just sitting here in silence, absorbing the great movement here from Cheese.
I don't want to ruin anything.
I don't either. I've cursed. I've been blamed for cursing too many things. This is the last thing I want to curse.
Ooh.
Oh, on the pole. There we go. I honestly don't understand how people can grab the pole. Sometimes you're caught on there for seconds at a time, and Cheese just seems to be able to find a way to always get on the pole as quickly as possible.
All right, no bad Goomba RNG there, and we are going to spawn this star and get ready for the final throws.
All right. Collecting this star. He's going to be getting into the pipe at about 138.1x. 3 throws separates Cheese from first place. Throw your praises out in the chat. Throw your Chez emotes out in the chat. It's time to see it happen. 1, 2. Come on, baby.
3! Unbelievable!
Yes!
Unbelievable. So clutch. So clutch. Held on to that first place time for over 2 days and able to clutch this time. First place time back from Liam. Unbelievable.
Amazing! Well done, Cheese. And guys, not only was this 138.49 the new first place run, this is Cheese's greatest live performance of all time.
Unreal.
Throughout the speedrun world record circuit, break the record, everything, this was Cheese's greatest live performance we've seen to date. Well done, sir.